All righty. Hello. My name is Jessie, and welcome to Lifelong Collab. For those of you who are watching online on YouTube, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. For those of you who are watching through audio version, same thing too. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. We love to hear your feedback. And today we are going to be discussing a little bit more about studying in Canada. I had a previous presentation on why you should study in Canada. So if you have not watched or listened to it, do get the chance to. It's really interesting. I break down the reasons, a little bit about how to apply, um, the cost of living, for example. So yeah, I hope you guys check that out. But also, let's get started. Today, I will be focusing on studying in Central Canada. So yeah, let's get started. So my name is Jessica. Of course, I am from Canada. I currently live between Toronto and Accra. I'm actually currently in Accra at the moment. And a little bit about me, I enjoy traveling, reading, and listening to music. So again, a little bit about me. I am an alumni of York University, the Keele campus. I majored in business, minored in public policy. When I was in university, I joined a few student clubs, such as the Black Student Association. The York United Black Student Association, and I was the VP of Finance. I was also a part of the communication. I was a communication coordinator for the Business and Society Club, and I enjoyed my life on campus, and it kind of really encouraged me to also, get into the student recruitment business as well. So why should you work with Lifelong Collab? Well, with Lifelong Collab, we really focus on three areas. Teaching. So I am a teacher. I teach ESL. I teach young children. I teach adults ESL. I also help those who are interested in studying abroad and need assistance with their English tests. I support a lot of students in that area as well. With K-12 education, that means I focus on children and young teens, so between the ages of 4 to 18. I specialize particularly in social science, history, and career and civic engagement, and student advising, so guidance counseling, which is also including in the career and civic engagement. Of course, I do study abroad consulting, and I do content creations. So on my website, you can see that we have a small blog that we provide content for parents, teachers, and students. So check it out. And of course, our goal with Lifelong Collab is to facilitate. Our goal is to facilitate the pursuit of quality and accessible education. All righty. So why study in Canada? Why? Of course, Canada is the home of the world's top academic institutions and universities. Canada is ranked amongst the top 10 countries of the world by the United Nations in case of quality of life. Canada is known for its excellent educational institutes, top quality educational programs, and a developed economy that welcomes international students with open arms. So yeah, it is very true. We have a lot of great academic institutions, great research institutions. When it comes to quality of life, we are really good for that. We're really good. We're really known to be a country for family. I must say that, we have a lot of good programs to reunite families. We have a lot of, social programs to support families. So that is one reason, if you're looking to go to school in the end to pursue your own, personal life and create a family of your own, I definitely do recommend Canada. Our economy is amazing. And of course, we welcome international students with open arms. We know how much international students contribute to the Canadian economy. So that is one reason why you should study in Canada. So Central Canada, why should you study in Central Canada? What is Central Canada? So, you know, in Canada, we have, I believe, oh, British Columbia, Saskatchewan, Alberta, Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland, Labrador, and I believe we have about 10 provinces. Yes, I think I'm missing a few. Forgive me on my geography, but we have a lot of provinces, and we have the Northwest Territories, Nunavut, and yes, forgive me, but I know you're like, hey, teacher. But I can say I travel all over Canada, and in Canada we kind of divide our provinces and territories by regions. So we have, for instance, today Central Canada, we have the Maritimes, we have the Prairies, we have the West Coast of Canada, and then the Northwest Territories, and so forth. Just to understand the geographical dynamics that take place in these regions, and how these regions operate, and the culture in particularly, how is the culture in these particular regions, what is of service in what does these regions serve the greater whole of Canada. That's the reason why we divide it. So today we will be talking about Central Canada, and Central Canada mainly consists of Ontario and Quebec. Ontario and Quebec are actually the two largest, the two most populous two most populous provinces in Canada. They have the most population. One of the most populated cities are in these two regions: Toronto, Montreal, and Ottawa. Ottawa is the capital of Canada as well too, which is again in Central Canada. To be honest, I correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of a lot of the other provinces in Canada kind of I want to say they kind of do resent Ontario and Quebec in particular. People will argue with me, no problem. Feel free to comment. But I do see that a lot of people do resent, just because, again, I can honestly say that a lot of attention often does go to the central region. A lot of infrastructure is there. The capital city is there as well. So I think that it's a great place to study. I'm originally from there. I'm born and raised in Toronto, so I can be a little bit biased in it. It's okay. Take my bias today. I come in love. Yes, I honestly can say that, yes, studying in Central Canada is really, really good. We have one of the top academic institutions in this region in Canada. So let's go ahead. So why study in Central Canada? Once again, Ontario and Quebec are two largest, most populated provinces. It is home to the leading academic institutions in Canada, the University of Toronto and McGill University. This is a very true statement. We have a growing startup hub in Kitchener, Waterloo, and Peel region. Major multinational corporations and institutions have headquarters in Toronto, Ottawa, and Montreal. And Ontario and Quebec hold a lot of political power. Lots of student accommodations available on campus. With the growing startup, it's very, very true. Kitchener, Waterloo, I believe Queen's University is in that area. Wilfrid Laurier is in that area as well too. And they, I do know in those areas, BlackBerry, if you guys are very familiar with BlackBerry, which was a very dominant hardware device in the market a while ago. They're not as popular today as Apple and Google, but they still they're still respected in the industry, I must say. But they really, I can say, as they really grew the startup community in Kitchener and Waterloo. They supported the academic institutions as well by, doing a direct pipeline into the BlackBerry company using Queen's University, Wilfrid Laurier as well. Like, a lot of those students went to BlackBerry, but now there's a lot of startup communities. in that area that are really doing some great great innovative projects at the moment, and it's really being of service to the Canadian economy. As well too, in the Pure region, I know the Pure region right now is really looking to expand their startup. And I know in the Pure region too, a lot of major multinational corporations are there. If you go to Mississauga, Ontario, if you're on the highway, you will see so much. I will see Lenovo, which is a huge laptop. I know I used to have the Lenovo laptop. They have a headquarters in Mississauga, for instance. Like, and Mississauga infrastructure is amazing. Like, one thing we can say, I'm a Torontonian, but one thing we can all agree on is Mississauga's infrastructure is quality. So, and that's the reason why they've actually encouraged and attracted a lot of major multinational corporations. And now they also want to be a leading in the startup hub, you know. So I do know that they have a lot of startup visas for those outside that have their startups and want to come to Canada and bring their startup to Canada and grow and of course be a service to the Canadian economy. This is one of the reasons why Central Canada is a great place to start. When there's a lot of startups in the city, that means there's a lot of job opportunities taking place as well, you know. And it is true, Ontario and Quebec hold a lot of political power. Again, I used to study public policy, and there's a huge thing about representation in the parliament, and Ontario and Quebec do have a lot of representation in parliament, which means that they have a lot of power in decision making because they hold, again, they're the most populous people. So because they hold a lot of, because there's, in these provinces, they have a large population. They are reflected in politics a lot. They're reflected in the decision making, and so forth. So that's another reason why it's amazing to study in Central Canada, in particular Ontario and Quebec. On top of it too, lots of student accommodations available off campus. Any school you go to, they will always have student housing. I went to York University. As soon as you step out of the campus, there was a huge community of student housing available. I know some people personally that arrived in Canada, did not have a place to stay, literally came to York, walked around and got accommodation the night they arrived. That is quite amazing. That because there's a surplus of accommodation. Now, grant you, places like Toronto are very expensive. Toronto is the second most expensive city in Canada. It's very expensive, but you can still make a way for yourself in these cities because they understand that we have a lot of universities, which requires a lot of housing available. You can find accommodation that can suit your budget anywhere you go. It may be often a shared accommodation, but it will suit your budget. That's a huge one. And I like that there's a lot of student accommodations available. That's a huge thing for international students, and so forth. And I must say too, in Canada, and I mean in Canada, Ontario is known to be an English-speaking province, and then Quebec is known to be a French-speaking province as well too. So I think that you get the best of both worlds in these provinces. So I wanted to just share with you just two universities today. Just an example of two universities in Ontario. I mean, two universities in Central Canada. So for instance, this is Algoma University, which is in much more north, far from, let's say, Toronto, from Southern Ontario. But if you go further up, like Laurentian University, Algoma University, Trent University, these are great universities in great neighborhoods, lots of job opportunities as well too. I also would recommend going to universities. They're a great opportunity for those who want to settle in Canada and want to get their postgraduate work permit, want to get their permanent residency as well too. These are great areas that often do require, they need a lot of talent in these areas. So this can be a great opportunity for you to really explore your career and also to to really grow a family personally, a great place to grow your family. So Algoma has a special mission to provide cross-cultural learning between Indigenous communities and other communities in Northern Ontario. Algoma Advantage, small class sizes, one-on-one interactions with our dedicated faculty, endless support services, great research opportunities, and plenty of chances to get involved inside and outside the classroom. See, that is amazing. I love small class sizes. I call them seminar classes, where you can actually have discussions and really engage with the professor. And that can really help you in the real world. I do find that to get that one-on-one feedback is amazing. Another great thing about Algoma University is lots of hands-on experience and placement opportunities outside of the classroom, which really helps to apply learning to real life situations. And on top of it too, is it really helps you to really see the career that you're interested in taking, that you're in it or while you're in school, and you could really understand if this career suits you. And on top of it, if the career does suit you, it allows the employers, those who you're under placement with, to see you shine. And who knows, right after school, you might land yourself a job, you know, or you might land yourself a professional reference to use for the job of your dreams. So I love recommending universities in the northern region of Ontario. They have a lot of opportunities for growth, a lot of opportunities, a very vibrant community there. There's a lot of Indigenous communities in Northern Ontario. So I just love to really see international students engaging with the Indigenous communities, and really, I feel like you really get to understand the roots of Canada through that, understand the history of Canada. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing, you know. So an average cost for a Canadian university and college is around 16 to 25,000. I do find in Ontario the universities and colleges a little bit more expensive. Algoma is a really good price for a university. I have to say, often universities are a little bit over 20,000, but you know, because we're in the northern part of Ontario and they want to encourage international students to come on over, this price is very attractive, I must say. So not only are you getting a degree, you're getting a degree at a great price. So I have to say it's a great opportunity to study in a place like Algoma, and on top of it in central Ontario. In central Canada, in Ontario. Let's get to the next one. Bishop University. Bishop University. So located in the beautiful Eastern Township region of the province of Quebec, Bishop is a unique English language university that offers its students an undergraduate university experience like no other. Bishop University is a predominantly residential undergraduate university. Their primary concern is offering students a quality education in the fine arts, humanities, social science, natural sciences, business, and education. So this is a really good thing for those who want to have the best of both worlds, being in a francophone environment, but you get the English instruction. This is amazing. This is really, really amazing. Quebec is a great place to study, so much diversity. I think the language is a huge benefit to them, a huge, huge benefit for you, because a lot of the government jobs in particularly require French, learning to be a bilingual speaker. You must know English and French. So while you're getting your education, you are also immersing yourself in the culture, and that is going to be advantageous to you when you're seeking a job. That's one of the reasons why a lot of companies come here. That bilingual market is huge for them to attract clients, you know, to really help their clients feel at home in their companies. A lot of companies love that. When they hear you have a bilingual background, you are a shoo-in. So that is one university. An average cost is $18,000, about $18,000, $19,000 for a university, a university like Bishop University, and so forth. So one thing I have to say, for my Francophone speakers who are looking to come into Canada, yes, you do need to have an English test, but you can take a French instruction program at many universities. In Quebec, for sure, you can go to university that is in French with French instruction. On top of it too, there's a lot of universities in Ontario that are French instruction only, like a lot of French programs, French instruction. I would use an example of Laurentian University. They actually do have some programs that have French instruction. I went to York University. So we have two campuses, a Keele campus and a Glendon campus. And the Keele campus is predominantly English instruction, but at the Glendon campus, it is French instruction. I personally went to Glendon campus maybe for 2 courses once because my favorite professor was there. It was an English instruction, but almost 80 to 85% of the courses the courses at Glendon campus were in French instruction. When you walked in the hallways, it was nothing but French speakers. So we encourage, Francophones to come in and if they feel comfortable in learning in a French instruction environment, this is amazing for you. Of course, you will still need your English tests in order to get approved, but it's all in how comfortable do you feel. So if you feel comfortable learning in French, then you can do that. And that's a great thing about studying in Central Canada. We have the best of both worlds. That bilingual environment is here for you. So that is all for today. I just wanted to come on here and share a little bit about why you should study in Central Canada, predominantly in Ontario and Quebec. Remember, it is the most populated region in Canada. Lots of multinational corporations here, which is great if you're looking to start a career here in Canada or you're looking to build your resume here in Canada. Lots of academic institutions here. And I must say, for those who are interested in getting a postgraduate work permit, there is a lot of opportunities in these 2 regions to get a postgraduate work permit. And those who are interested in getting express entry as a skilled worker, we have a lot of programs that can streamline you into getting a permanent residence afterwards as well. So thank you so much for listening to me. If you are ready to get the process started and you studying abroad, studying in Canada, feel free to email me at lifelongcollab@gmail.com. You can also go on my website and get the registration process started, www.lifelongcollab.com. Again, www.lifelongcollab.com. You can find me on social media at Lifelong Collab on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and also LinkedIn, and I'll be happy to assist you there. So again, if you're interested in getting the process started, please go to www.lifelongcollab.com, or you can email me lifelongcollab@gmail.com. Thanks a bunch, and I look forward to hearing from you very soon, and I look forward to setting you off to studying in Canada. Take care. Bye.